He took off his shirt one episode, and he goes, "You want to fucking fight me, Ghost? Let's fucking go, dude. Toe up. Throw a fucking punch."
I may have just found one of the greatest internet clips ever. I was just scrolling through YouTube one day and I accidentally stumbled across this, and I am so glad that I did. It's a clip from a Joe Rogan podcast episode, right? It's not massively long, but he sits down with Santino. So Santino is a comedian, right? He does a lot of stuff with Bobby... Oh, what's his name? Bobby Lee. Right, he does a lot of stuff with Bobby Lee now that they've got their own podcast and stuff. He's the ginger guy that always like makes the racist jokes, but is allowed to because he's doing it to someone who's Korean and like they don't mind. So I guess he gets a pass for it. They are hilarious, right? But the reason that this piqued my interest is because they go on to talk about ghost adventures. Now, this is not a new clip by any stretch of the imagination, right? This clip came out 5 years ago. Right, but it's only just hit my radar. But I wanted to share it with you guys just in case you've never seen it. So the segue into it is they start talking about Storage Wars, right? And how fake and scripted that show is. And then Santino manages to kind of like segue it into talking about Ghost Adventures and Zach Baggins, right? And this is where it starts to get absolutely hilarious.
Have you ever watched the show Ghost Hunters? Do you know or Ghost Adventures?
God, yes.
Do you know this guy?
Which
Dude,
guy? Zach Bagans?
Zach Bagans.
Zach Baggins.
Do you know this guy?
I do not know him personally.
Oh man, he makes me laugh so fucking hard because they've done like 9 seasons now. I don't even know how many they've
Have
done.
they found any ghosts?
Right, so basically, right, like even there, 9 seasons is pretty inaccurate. I think by this point, if it came out like 5 years ago, right, they've probably dropped at least like 50 seasons. Nah, that's a joke. Because at least season 16 they're on. Because they're going on to like season 26. Like Zach Baggins over on his social media has just announced that they're now filming for like the next season of Ghost Adventures. So, you know, that must be what, season 26, season 27 now or something like that?
Come on, man. They have all this great technology now that's improved.
Do you think that he believes in ghosts?
Here's the best part.
Okay.
He is all in, right? Which I love anybody that's all in whatever they're doing.
You kind of have to be if you're the host
He's
of
all
Ghost
in,
Adventure.
But also now he's super self-aware of their popularity and of his caricature of himself. So he does it now on purpose. He took off his shirt one episode and he goes, "You want to fucking fight me, Ghost? Let's fucking go, dude. Toe up. Throw a fucking punch." You're like, he's aware of his character that is this bro-y ghost fist fighter. This dude.
Brandon Schaub on
Yeah,
that?
Schaub.
Schaub's on an episode? Look at him.
I mean, this is where it's fucking amazing, right? Because, like, I've just been down, like, this absolute rabbit hole on Reddit recently of, like, I don't even have anything against Zach Baggins, right? Like, but it's just hilarious to, like, he's actually funny. I don't know if he means to be funny, but he is funny. And, like, the things that he gets up to in Ghost Adventures, just like he said there, like, he's just playing the character. Like, many people who have worked with Zach Baggins, like Nick Groff and stuff, have been like, no, that's not his character. That's just who he is. And if that is the case, that's even funnier. But I hope for, like, the sake of, like, him and his dignity, that this is a character that he plays.
He looks like he just got
A long
back from a
time
Shane
ago.
Carwin sparring
He's
session.
still
Like,
fighting
what?
it.
Yeah, he's still in the fight. He's still out of it.
Is
So this
is that
Zach is
with the beard? No, that's
no,
Zach's
Zach is that dude
guy.
right there.
Right.
So Zach wears Ed Hardy type of shirts, right? He
Yeah.
wears these loud, ridiculously patterned shirts.
Right.
But you got to see it. Do a more newer episode.
And everything he wears is, like, super skin tight to, like, you know, pecs are on show at all times. Biceps are popping. You know, I'm just jealous, to be fair. I wish I had Zach Baggins' physique, but, you know, I'm sat here in a loft making content. And that's my life compared to Zach Baggins. That reality just hit me hard.
Something from like 2019, 18. You'll see what he looks like now. He's gotten way more fucking jacked.
Yeah.
His hair is all flaked up, you know. He's got like more tanner on and shit. He's become.
Do you think that
he's
he
become
believes,
super self-aware?
Do you think that he believes in ghosts?
No, I think he's just self-aware of the product he's created.
I actually feel the same way. I do think that Zach just does not believe in ghosts at all. They genuinely, like, I would love Zach to come out and be like, I absolutely do fucking believe in ghosts, but I don't think he will, right? Because I just don't think he does. He's been to too many places, and, you know, I've actually got a recording, right, that I'm gonna share. I'm trying to, like, piece the video together at the minute because there's so many moving parts to it. I've actually got a recording that was like taken in secret and then leaked to multiple different people, and then it's just found its way to me through someone that I fully trust. And it's a recording of Zak Bagans talking to the producers about how he wants something to be faked. Literally, like, step by step. It's crazy, right? So be sure to keep an eye out for that one. But I don't think he believes in it at all. Like, if he believed in it, he wouldn't be faking it. And he's been, like, exposed way too many times for faking it.
Really?
That he understands now.
That's a challenge. I see the next Whiskey Ginger podcast. You,
Me and
sitting
Zach
down with
Baggins.
Zach
That's him right
Baggins.
there, right? Like now he's like Hollywood. He looks like a Hollywood guy. Like he's got these big black frame glasses.
Isn't that funny? Like he can't look any better. You're not allowing him to have better style. You're like,
No.
you went Hollywood.
I
This
can't.
guy. You're
I
so
can't.
Chicago. It's fucking guy.
Look at this
Went
fucking Hollywood.
Look at him
fuck.
with his spiky hair. He went Hollywood. The fuck.
I'll tell you, that's the one thing I know I won't do is like
Go Hollywood?
I'll never get to a place when I'll be wearing clothes where I used to make fun of them like that. Like I remember going, this guy's wearing a fucking $900 t-shirt. I know now I can't do that. Like I can't do that now because I used to shit on it so much.
Yeah.
But I could not imagine, like, wearing expensive clothes, right? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You have to mind by the rules of your own mocking.
Well, if I pushed it out there for so long,
What's that? He's got a nice hat.
that's him. Yeah, it looks
You
good,
don't like
right?
his hat, Jamie?
Is that your
what
buddy?
Are you trying to say?
The most recent photo I could find.
Jamie, that's
okay.
your, do I zoom in real quick?
Thought you were trying to say something.
Is it-
Handsome fella.
Cute guy, Jamie. I want you to grow your facial hair just like that.
Do you really think? Do you really think he doesn't believe in ghosts?
I think he does not believe in ghosts.
Absolutely.
I think he loves the paranormal, right? He loves the idea of the paranormal.
Does that?
I think he loves the idea of the paranormal because my man is literally like the king of the, like, regardless of what you think about Zach Baggins and whether you think he is like the god of the paranormal or not, it doesn't fucking matter. He is the godfather of the paranormal. Like, he has put himself on that pedestal and he has been up there for so long now that no one is budging him. Like, before him, it was Yvette Fielding. Right? Now he's like leagues above Yvette Fielding because she's kind of slowed down in later years and stuff, right? And even like Jason Hawes probably would have rivaled Zach Baggins at one point. But, you know, Zach Baggins, like, sorry, Jason, if you're watching this, but Zach Baggins is like that guy because he's got that kind of like cult-like following, which, you know, basically means that he is pretty much cemented himself within the paranormal history books.
I think he loves the idea of forces at nature happening, molecules, energies around us, all influencing the way we act. Sure. I don't think he believes in actual apparitions or what do they call them? Spirits on his EVP. We felt the spirit. They'll do this thing where they'll see a little orb or a light. This happens all the time with cameras when you switch to night vision and not. These little flecks of dust kind of reflect light off the lenses. And he'll go, it's an orb. And they'll, you know, watch it float through the lens. And he is obsessed about these orbs. They enter the orb. And he does this voiceover shit. You gotta watch the fucking show.
Oh yeah, but he loves it because it's good content. Like, and this is something that I think Santino misses. Like, he is a comedian. He's a stand-up comedian. Yes, he makes content, but he doesn't make content. Do you know what I mean? Like, that isn't just, he doesn't just love the idea, in my opinion, of that just being an orb. He loves the idea that that is the story that he can tell because it'll hook viewers in. They'll be like, oh, that is an orb, Zach, you're right. That is a residual energy. That is a force that I cannot see. That is something. And then suddenly, you know, you've got yourself a narrative and you're the wheels are turning. And before you know it, you got yourself some good ratings. Because it keeps the viewers watching. Because if they rock up to somewhere and nothing happens, you got a dead episode. Whereas if, you know, you're building up and it just gently starts with like a little orb when the night camera flicks on, bang, you got yourself some hooked viewers.
At Hyde, I watch it. It's maybe one of my favorite things.
What's the, Jamie, you're a photographer. What's the scientific explanation for those little balls that show up in photographs? What is it?
I don't have the knowledge for that, but it could be explained in lots of different ways. It's mostly probably like a light flare of some kind, just because there's just like
Or
in this lens.
ghosts. Well, now I'm a believer. You stammered through that so badly.
Yeah,
I've
just
become
Dude, you did a
believer.
terrible fucking
I
job
don't know the
selling that.
photography science, but like in this lens here, there's like 5 different pieces of glass. So there's just at whatever angle you're holding it, depending on where the light source is coming from,
Right.
it might create an artifact, which would be a little
Right.
circle.
There you go.
If you're dealing with a really nice camera like that one, but what about like with one of them bullshit, one of those zip and shoot ones?
Then they're using the light.
Make that noise.
Yeah.
Disposable cameras. Man, I miss disposable cameras.
That's like less. There's why there would be something on that is probably because it's less good. It has less not the right word, but less technology in there. I don't know. I can't explain it honestly.
Well,
I'm trying to, but I can't.
We should Google it because orb lovers right now are freaking out. My God, they're angels. They're in front of you, and you refuse to see their gift.
Anytime an orb passes near a human, he'll go, "Watch Joe's reaction as the orb goes behind his head." Yeah, and you change your eyes. Yeah, your eyes will change.
It was amazing.
You don't believe in fucking ghosts, do you?
Bro, I believe in everything.
You don't believe in ghosts.
I'm all in with everything now.
Fuck that.
Bigfoot.
Backscatter.
Fuck up.
What's that?
Here you go.
Backscatter.
Backscatter. The artifact.
I mean, I'm not being funny. Backscatter sounds like something that, actually, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. Like, I was going to make a really filthy joke, but I'm just not. These comedians are getting me in the mood for filthy jokes now.
That can result from the backscatter or retro reflection of light from airborne solid particles such as dust or
what I said.
pollen, or liquid droplets, especially rain or mist. Can also be caused by foreign material within the camera's lens. So these dots are blurred images of dust particles.
It also happens with bugs an awful lot.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong should make a movie. And in that movie.
And it should be called
I should
Backscatter.
not call him that anymore. That's really rude.
Is it though? It's kind of funny.
M. Night, it's Shyamalan. That's his fucking name.
Shamalama.
I'll turn on you. Turn on
Yeah, you started it, you fucking put it on me.
Bro, what are you, racist? What's wrong with you, man? He makes some good goddamn movies. The guy, he takes some crazy risks, but I love The Sixth Sense. That was a great fucking.
Come on.
And then they segue into, what a clean segue, by the way. But anyway, it was absolutely wild. I watched it and I was like, there's some interesting talking points here to like share with you guys. Now, you might watch this video and completely disagree with my opinions, and that's okay, right? I'm not saying I'm not exactly the oracle when it comes to this stuff, but I'd love to hear why you necessarily disagree with something that I've said in this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Was that of any interest to you? Let me know down there. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of that like button, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.